So a billionaire because he tried to get off the books enhancement surgery. Now, my first choice is to tax billionaires out of existence, but I'm more than happy to let their compensation projects keep taking them out. I understand that reflexive response, but let me counter with this. Historically, the generation that receives the wealth rarely prizes it and protects it in the same way that the generation that accumulated the wealth does. More than that, the generation that accumulated the wealth tends to be isolated into a single person, whereas the following generations are often distributed among siblings or other competing entities. Those competing entities will dilute the wealth itself and possibly even create infighting that dismantles the wealth at least a little bit here and there. Then there's also the possibility, not probability, but definite possibility, that the generation that receives the wealth does not prize it at all the same way that the preceding generation does. A generation of more altruistic groups who do not hoard it and then begin a path of distributing it, like the Children of Billionaires organization that exists. Not saying it's perfect, but it is better than the generation that preceded them. Last, but definitely not least, this story and other stories like it remind us that perpetual insecurity and unchecked vanity leave these people exposed to all of the natural consequences that the universe can conjure. And so, like I said, while my first choice is to tax billionaires out of existence, I am more than happy to have them continue to engage in questionable surgeries of questionable sources, or go on expeditions to the Titanic, or as another billionaire has recently said, he hopes to take a manned mission to, I want to say it was Venus? And so, if they keep doing all these vanity projects, I will keep cheering them on.